Recap of the Little Couple, Season 6, Episode 14, First Easter Together. We're back to a half-hour episode, real simple and straightforward. This whole season we've been skipping back and forth between hour-long episodes and half-hour episodes. We're back to a half-hour, and it's their first Easter, which has kind of been the theme of this season. It has been first. So since they adopted Zoe, obviously, at the beginning of the season, everything has been the first time with their two children. So Jen is back at work at the NICU, going around doing her rounds, evaluating the babies that are there and then kind of what they will need that day. And Bill's at home with the kids and he's teaching them how to dye eggs. So of course they're super adorable, dunking their little eggs and their little dye and stuff. And Will keeps putting it in his mouth and Bill's like, if you do it again, I'm going to take it away. And he did it again and Bill took it away. And then Will pouted and it was pretty dang cute since I wasn't the one who had to deal with disciplining a child. Anyway, they go through all that and Jen gets to come home and see the kids. And the next day, they get to spend together at a farm with Easter activities. It wasn't just an Easter farm. So the first thing they do when they get there is there's an ice cream truck. And Will's like, ice cream! And so they take some pictures and they go over and get ice cream. And then they pick strawberries and they kind of break into teams, Bill and Zoe versus Jen and Will. And they have these like baskets with these big, huge, gorgeous hanging strawberries. It looks so good. And they, they worked, each of them work with the kids and they kind of get competitive. So teaching their kids early to compete, which I don't have a problem with. And in the end, Bill and Zoe win, although they're strawberries, so everyone wins. And they go to a chicken petting zoo, and which Will calls Buck Box. And then he's like, we eat Buck Box? And Bill's like, yum, with some, peanut sauce. And anyway, but though it's not that kind of chicken, it's a pet chicken, not an eating chicken. And Zoe's not so into it. Will kind of warms up to it. And then lastly, they have an egg hunt where they pick up 10 eggs and they go and they turn them in for prizes, which I think is kind of a common way that they're doing this now so that kids don't, like the big kid doesn't get all of the eggs and then like the little kids get like one. So they have you pick up 10 eggs, you turn them in, and then they have all these prizes. So they do all that, and of course, Will trips and drops all his eggs, and then he loves to make people laugh and smile, so because Bill laughed when he dropped his eggs, Will keeps dropping the eggs to keep making Bill laugh. And there you go, that is our Easter episode. So I'm still working on catching up, you guys. See you soon.